My name is Jackson Murrell, and I was 25 when my own family finally made it clear I was nothing more than their unpaid servant. It happened on a Sunday afternoon, the same day I'd scrubbed the kitchen, mowed the lawn, fixed the leaking sink, and picked up everyone's groceries. I was wiping sweat off my face when my dad stormed into the living room. His voice cracked through the house. "If you want to live here, you'll have to start paying rent." My sister didn't even look up from her phone. My mom muttered something about grown men needing to contribute. Nobody mentioned the fact that I'd been contributing everything for years, except money, because every paycheck I earned went straight into helping them anyway. I stood there for a beat, and for the first time in my life, I laughed. Not a loud laugh. Not hysterical. Just a quiet, exhausted laugh. The sound a man makes when he reaches the end of what he can tolerate. Dad yelled again. "What's funny?" I grabbed my duffel bag from the hallway. "Nothing," I said. "I'm done." No yelling. No drama. I walked out the front door, tossed my bag into my old car, and drove off without a single glance in the rearview mirror. A week passed. 7 peaceful days. 7 days without being ordered around. 7 days of realizing I should have left years ago. Then, at 6:41 a.m., my phone buzzed. A text from my sister. Just 2 words. "Come back." And beneath it, a photo that made my stomach drop. The fallout begins, and the family who never needed him suddenly needs him desperately. My sister's photo loads slowly, the early morning light leaking through my blinds. When it finally appears, I blink hard. It's a picture of their kitchen. Destroyed. Dirty dishes piled in the sink. Rotten food on the counter. Trash overflowing. A cabinet door hanging off its hinges, the same one I fixed 3 times. Under the photo, she added, "Dad said this is your fault." I stare at it for a long moment. My fault. Of course. Not the fact that none of them lifted a finger. Not the fact that they relied on me for everything. No, the mess they made was somehow my responsibility. Before I can respond, another message pops up. From Mom. "Jackson, where are you living? You need to come handle the chores. Your father works hard." A laugh escapes me, short, humorless. I type back. "I don't live there anymore." 3 dots appear immediately. Then her reply. "Stop being dramatic. You can't just leave your family." Family. The word hits differently now. Hollow. One-sided. 10 minutes later, a new message arrives, this time from Dad. "Rent is due. If you're moving back, it starts now." There it is. He doesn't want me back. He wants my labor and my money. I set the phone down, but it buzzes again. My sister again. "Please just come fix everything. I don't know how to do any of it." And then the kicker. "Also, Dad tried to open your old bank file. He couldn't get in. He said you need to come unlock the accounts." My blood goes cold. And twist. There were no accounts in my name at their house anymore. So what exactly was Dad trying to unlock? The accounts they tried to access weren't his, and the truth starts cracking open. I stare at my sister's text, rereading it 3-4 times. "Dad tried to open your old bank file. He said you need to come unlock the accounts." My accounts? I moved out a week ago. Changed my passwords. Transferred every dollar into a new bank. Closed anything they had access to. There was nothing left for them to unlock. So what were they trying to access? Before I can process it, another text from my sister. "He got really mad when it asked for a security code. He said you set it up to hide money." Hide money. Unbelievable. I type slowly. "There's nothing there. I closed everything." She replies in seconds. "Well, he's tearing the office apart looking for your old documents. And Mom is crying because none of the bills went through this week." There it is. The real reason they want me back. Not because they missed me. Not because the house fell apart. Because the bills, the electricity, the groceries, the water, the internet, all of which I'd been silently paying, were suddenly unpaid. My phone buzzes again. Dad this time. "Call me ASAP. You can't just walk out and leave us with everything." A laugh escapes me. Everything? I'd been doing everything for years. Then another ding, a voicemail from Dad. I almost don't listen. But curiosity wins. His voice plays through the speaker, low and furious. "Jackson, I tried to access that account your grandfather left you. Says the password changed. Get over here and fix it." My heart stops. The account my grandfather left me. The one I never told them existed. And twist. If Dad knew about that account, someone betrayed me long before I left. The betrayal becomes visible. Someone leaked something they were never supposed to know. My grandfather's account. The one thing he told me to guard. The one thing I locked behind layers of passwords, recovery codes, and a bank branch that required in-person ID checks. And no one knew about it. Not Dad. Not Mom. Not my sister. And definitely not the woman who shouldn't have known anything. My stepmother. My stomach twists. I open my messages, scroll up, and see it, the tiny detail I hadn't caught before. My sister wrote, "Dad said your wife mentioned an account." What? I'm not married. But Dad refers to my stepmother as your mother so often. Sometimes they slip and call her your wife, while talking to my sister. A chill moves through my chest. My stepmother. She's the only one who ever snooped through my room. The only one who questioned why Grandpa pulled me aside before he died. The only one who insisted I bring all financial papers to the house when I turned 18. And suddenly, I remember something. 2 nights before I moved out, she asked, "Do you still have that folder your grandfather gave you? You know, the important one?" I had lied. Said I couldn't find it. Her eyes had narrowed in a way I'd never seen. Now my pulse is pounding. I text my sister. "How did Dad find out about the account?" She replies almost instantly. "Mom told him. She said she found something in your old dresser." My breath catches. My old dresser? The one I locked? Another message follows. She said the papers proved you were hiding money. Every alarm in my body goes off at once. They didn't just snoop. They broke into my things to find a way to control me. Then my phone buzzes again, a text from Dad. "We already tried the reset code. The bank said the account is frozen due to suspicious activity. Fix it now." And twist. I hadn't logged into the account for weeks. So who triggered the suspicious activity? Because it wasn't me. Someone tried to get into the inheritance account, and the bank flagged it as fraud. My hands go cold as I reread Dad's message. The bank said the account is frozen due to suspicious activity. Suspicious activity. That phrase doesn't appear unless someone tried something big. Identity theft level big. I open my email, heart pounding. There it is. A red warning banner at the top. Urgent. Multiple failed login attempts. Account temporarily locked. And below that. Reason. Incorrect recovery answers submitted. Recovery answers. Answers only I knew. The name of the street where Grandpa taught me to ride a bike. The nickname he used for me when I was 5. The exact brand of gum he chewed every day. No one else knew those. Unless. I take a breath I can barely hold and scroll farther down. The email shows the location of the attempts. My chest tightens. Location, Dad's house. Device, stepmom's iPad. Time, 2:14 a.m. to 2:37 a.m. Attempts, 17. 17 attempts. In the middle of the night. They weren't checking something. They were breaking in. My stomach twists as I imagine them hunched over an iPad at the dining table, typing every combination they could think of, trying to crack open the inheritance that was never theirs. Then another email pops up, one I somehow missed. Account freeze activated. Please verify your identity in person. The bank froze the account because the activity looked like fraud. I text my sister. Did Mom or Dad say anything before they tried? The reply comes fast. Mom said you wouldn't mind if they used part of it. She said Grandpa wanted the family to share everything. My blood boils. Grandpa told me the opposite. He said, "You take care of you. They have enough. They just want more." Then a final message arrives from my stepmother. "Bring the passwords. This affects all of us. If you don't come home, we'll go to the bank ourselves." And twist. They don't know the bank already flagged them. And the bank contacted me to schedule a meeting about unauthorized access, with footage of exactly who tried to log in. The bank meeting reveals everything, and the footage exposes the betrayal with undeniable proof. The moment I step into the bank, the branch manager stands up like she's been waiting for me. "Mr. Morell, please come with me." We walk into a small private office. She locks the door behind us, a detail that spikes my nerves. She sits, folds her hands and says, "We have recorded evidence of attempted unauthorized access to your inheritance account." My throat goes dry. She turns her monitor toward me and clicks play. The footage is from the ATM lobby's internal camera, the one facing the verification kiosk used for high-security accounts. And there in clear HD is my stepmother, hair tied back, glasses on, typing furiously. She inserts her ID, which the system instantly rejects. She tries again, this time covering the screen with her hand like she's hiding something. Then my dad steps into the frame. He leans over her shoulder. They argue. He gestures angrily at the machine. She shakes her head, tries another recovery question, and the screen flashes failed, suspicious activity. Dad hits the side of the kiosk in frustration. The manager pauses the video. They attempted access 7 times in person, 10 more times remotely. I sit in stunned silence. The manager continues gently. Legally, this qualifies as attempted financial fraud. Because the account belongs solely to you and we have footage, you have grounds for charges. Charges? Against my own family. She slides a folder toward me. This is the incident report. If you choose to press charges, sign here. My hand hovers over the pen. I hear Grandpa's voice in my head. When someone shows you their hands, believe what they've been holding. And my family? They weren't holding love. They were holding greed. Then my phone buzzes, a text from Dad. If you don't give us access, you're dead to us. And twist. I pick up the pen. And sign. The charges go through, and the family who treated him like a servant finally faces consequences. The ink on my signature is barely dry when the branch manager nods. We'll proceed. Within minutes, she sends the incident file directly to the bank's fraud division and local authorities. It's official. I leave the office with a strange stillness in my chest. Not relief, not victory, but clarity. My phone buzzes the second I step outside. A call from Dad. I decline it. He calls again. Decline. Then a message. What did you just do? The bank contacted us. Why are cops asking questions? I don't respond. Another message. You're ruining this family. All because you're selfish. Selfish. I breathe out a humorless laugh. 17 attempts to break into my inheritance is family. Me protecting what my grandfather trusted me with is selfish. My stepmother chimes in next. Jackson, undo whatever you did. Your father could get in trouble. This is your fault. I pocket my phone and walk toward my car. Just as I unlock the door, a new message comes through, from my sister. Hers is different. They're freaking out. Dad is yelling. Mom keeps saying he wasn't supposed to find out. Jax, what's going on? My chest tightens. She didn't know. She wasn't part of it. I reply. They tried to steal Grandpa's account. Her typing bubble appears instantly. What? Jax. Mom said that money belonged to all of us. I freeze. All of us? That's when it hits me, a memory I hadn't replayed in years. Grandpa whispering on his last day. I left that account to you because you're the only one who didn't ask me for anything. And twist. My sister messages again. Dad just admitted something. Something about the will. I type fast. What about it? She responds. He said. He wasn't supposed to see the original. The original will. Not the one they showed me. The real one. Final poetic justice. The real will surfaces, the truth burns everything down, and Jackson claims the life his grandfather meant for him. My sister calls me, her voice shaky, scared. Jax. Dad just slipped. He said you weren't supposed to see the original will. My stomach drops. There was a will. They showed me a version years ago that said everything was to be divided, and Dad controlled it all. But Grandpa was not a man who believed in shared control. He believed in earning trust. I drive straight to my sister's place. She meets me outside, clutching something in her hands, a crumpled envelope. Mom dropped this when the cops came to question them. I take it, open it. Inside is a will. Not photocopied. Not altered. Not folded differently. The original. The first line nearly knocks the breath from my lungs. I, Samuel Morrell, leave the estate and inheritance entirely to my grandson, Jackson Morrell. Entirely. Not shared. Not divided. Not to be managed by Dad. There's more. My son is not to have access to these funds under any circumstance. He has mismanaged every gift given to him. My hands shake. Then the line that seals it. Jackson has heart. The others have excuses. My sister gasps, reading over my shoulder. Jax, they lied. They lied about everything. Before I can respond, Dad's car screeches into the driveway. He jumps out, red-faced, shouting. Give that back. You have no right. I hold the will up. I have every right. Police cruisers pull up behind him, the fraud report already in motion. An officer steps forward. Sir, we need to speak with you regarding multiple attempted unauthorized access incidents. Dad's face collapses. My stepmother starts crying. My sister steps back away from them, shaking her head. I fold the will carefully and slide it into my jacket. This moment isn't loud. It isn't triumphant. It's quiet. The calm that comes when truth finally stands on its own legs. I turn to leave. For the first time in my life, I don't hear anyone yelling after me. No commands. No guilt. No manipulation. Just silence. Poetic final line. They call me the unpaid helper. But Grandpa knew all along, I was the heir.